Hey guys, Britto here. Welcome back to Farming Simulator 2019. Here we are for our Rags2Riches Hardcore series, back at Somerset Farms. Got up this morning a little bit earlier than normal, and I've had a bit of a look at the jobs available. There's a whole heap of fertilizing jobs available today, so I've taken 8 fertilizing jobs. So I think that's what we're going to be doing this episode, pending temperature. If our ground temp rises high enough, we'll go and try and seed our field, try and get our field seeded so we can focus on our own stuff first. Lime, seed, we don't have any more fertilizer, so we've got field 1, which is all the way down here. We've got 11, 19, which is where 11, where's 19? It's like probably right in front of me, smack him in the face there, 19. 32, 32, 34, 38, 38, 39, and 50. The field 50 is over here. So I might do 50 first and then head around to 39. I think that'll be the way to go. Right, let's get rid of Corsair here. Obviously you guys know that I only use that for us to be able to allow the store to deliver us our goods, stuff that we needed. Hopefully they can continue to do that for the rest of the time that we're here in Somerset Farms. I don't know how wide this thing spreads, but yes, we're going to bring up our map and try and make sure we spread enough of this field so we can get the contract done pretty quick. So I'm not sure, I haven't heard back from him yet about how his wash bay is doing down here. I know the grass over here is ready to be cut, so we're probably going to need to head down and do that in the next couple of days. I think maybe before summer, say before summer, which is a couple of days away. So if we can get it done before the start of summer, that'll probably be a good idea. Otherwise it's going to maybe potentially start to take off, which we don't want. Alright, there we go. How big is this spray? This spray's pretty wide, which is good to see. It's hard to see exactly where we're going because obviously the crop's grown a little bit, so it's always hard to see when we're fertilizing. We should get, well, let's hope we get all of these fields done with this one tank. That would be pretty good if we did. I don't think we will, but that would be a good profit for us. Really would. Alright, I want to do a run around the side of the field here. Just do a normal headland run. I think it depends where you come from as to what they call it. I know there's other names for it, but obviously the farm sim world they call it the headland. I'm pretty sure in America they call it something different. I know I'm pretty sure in England and that in Europe it is called a headland, but over in America and stuff they call it something a little bit different. Not 100% sure what it is, but I'm sure someone will let me know in the comment section. Let me know if I'm even just talking crap and it's all the same, but I'm pretty sure it's called something different. So Mike's been doing pretty well. I've only seen him have maybe 2 smokes since he's been out of hospital. I don't know if he's still hiding them from me or hiding the fact that he's still smoking from me or whatever, but I mean that's still pretty good compared to what he's normally been doing. He hasn't been down at the pub at all, so that's another bonus, I suppose. Want to try and avoid having him down there so he doesn't end up making himself worse. Certainly not what we want. We'll head back along the field this way. We probably need to bring up the fertilizer state thing there, sort of not overlapping overly well. It's always hard to be able to see, like I can't really see where we have and haven't been. We're going to have missed a fair bit through there, but oh well, it is what it is. Can't complain too much. We're still getting the job done, and hopefully they're not going to complain too much. be easier if we could set up the field a bit squarer, so we can sort of run with our little map down that bottom corner there, like our, that's overlapping heaps. It is, we're overlapping heaps with our manual GPS. Let's run through the field a little bit. There we go. So I can actually have a look. Let's see, there we go. I want to run at about 80 degrees. I think maybe 77 and a bit. Maybe even less than that, 75. Yeah, that's probably better. 75 degrees. Have a look at our job. Field 50, 71% through. So this is a very, very good paying job. So I can't really complain too much about the money that we're going to get out of this. Alright, that looks pretty good to me. So I have spoken to someone who does a little bit of modding and asked if they could look at this potentially leaving a residue behind. I don't know if he's managed to have a look at it yet, but I think I'll send him through a message and see if he's had a look at it yet, had a bit of time to take care of it, because it's going to make it so much easier for me and for everyone. If someone made a mod like that, that'll be, you know, a very high quality mod for sure. Just allowing us the option to be able to see where we've actually fertilized, whether it be with spray or pellets or whatever it may be. Let's have a look. Well, that's a big gap. I've missed heaps there. That is shocking. Hopefully that's not going to matter too much. This is why I like to try and fertilize before you get too far through the growth stage. It certainly makes it a lot easier if you can. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's probably not too bad. Hopefully we can do one more run this way, and our contract should be done. Oh, not quite. 99%. Unbelievable. Right through the middle here. There we go. Contract done. So let's head. We'll get our money first. We'll head up to field 39, and then field 38 will be the next two that we go for. We need to bring in some more money. We've got, well, now we've got just under 6,000, so we're running a little bit low. We've used half of our tank that we had available on that field, so used a little bit, but we're heading down towards the store, so we can stop in there and get some more if we need to anyway. So we'll duck through these other fields. 45, 44 and 42. Let's have a look, see if anything on these guys. Nope, nothing there, no jobs. Don't need any fertilizing or anything, so let's try not to run over their crops. I know it's not going to hurt at this stage, but still try not to run over them. That field there is all cultivated, ready to go. I'd love to be able to buy another field already, but just don't quite have the money just yet. But we've expanded our field over here, as you can see. Going to be able to bring in a huge crop over here. I'm still not sure if I want to plant oats or canola. I was looking at oats because of the straw, but then I've also worked out that nobody in Somerset actually wants to buy any straw at the moment. So there's nowhere for me to be able to sell straw. So is it worthwhile planting oats? It's worth less money than canola, but will it give me a bigger yield? I don't know. Really don't know. So I guess we're going to have to wait and see. This is going to be an even harder field to spray, I think. Not going to be able to see anything on this field. It shouldn't take us too long to get it done though, so let's start to spread. So we can't even really see where the pellets are actually hitting the ground, because the canola's grown that high. along that other side of the field. Try and make sure we're not missing anything. What field are we on? 39, which is somewhere there. So that's the first fertilization state too, field 39, so that's going to affect their crop quite a bit. We're not going to get a great yield out of this field, I don't think. But, you know, they should have called us earlier, I suppose. Could have sprayed it twice for them already, and this could have been our third time. And, you know, they could have been making some decent yield out of this field instead of next to nothing. How's that? That's pretty good, yes. Alright, head back the other way. Let's have a quick look at our map. Yep, so just spray from here onwards. Shouldn't have too much more to get, I wouldn't think. Alright, so I think I'm going to try and avoid doing any more time-lapse stuff. I know some of you guys did enjoy it, some guys didn't, so it's kind of just a bit of a hit and miss thing as to whether you guys want to see it or not. So I think just bringing you guys in and just doing as much as we can, it's going to be a bit easier. So field 38 is our next field, which is decent drive, or 38, 34 or 32. So we'll go and see if we can find these guys. 38's just there on our left, 32's just on our right, so I guess we'll do 32 next, then 34 and then 38, because we're going to drive past 34 to get to 38. Alright, there we go. Still a little bit hard to see where we haven't sprayed again. So that's why like a GPS mod or something would be good, but I want to try and do this all myself. It's part of our hardcore challenge to not hire any workers, to not lease any equipment, to not use Corsair or anything like that, as far as us, you know, working our fields and that sort of stuff. So it's part of the challenge. Might need to go from field 34 down to the shop, I think. Get some more fertilizer. So we're not going to have enough to get 34 and 38 done, I don't think. Oh, yeah, I don't know. Don't know, honestly. Alright, let's go up to 32. Actually, we've done 32. Let's go to 34, shall we? I'll swing around to the left here. Right, so 34 is just on our left. 38's up the road. How about we duck up to 38 first? See if we can get that done before 34. Might just make it a little bit easier. I think we're definitely going to have to put in a decent order for some fertilizer and stuff like that to get it delivered to the farm. Eventually I'd like to be able to put, you know, front loader attachment on this guy and be able to take care of all that ourselves, but it's just not something we can do at the moment, I guess. Alright, so I want to go down here and start at this other end of the field. Need to try and make sure we maximise our spraying on this field, or our spreading. Don't want to waste anything if we can avoid it. Try and get it done. I don't think we're going to. We're losing fertilizer pretty quick. Sort of needed just one more pallet of fertilizer at home, or at Mike's house I should say, and then we could have potentially made it through this field. Still going to go pretty close, I think. So about halfway through what we had in the tank, so I think we're going to be a little bit short. Maybe a lot short, I don't know. Oh, there we go. Let's run down this part of the field, this way. Going to be so close. 3, 2, 1, and done. Oh, how close were we? Field 38. Not close enough, 76% still. Alright, so we'll quickly duck down to the shop. Grab some more, choose the fastest way. Probably down past the BGA, I would say. We might get to see our old tractor when we drive past. I think he has got the silage wheels thrown on that tractor, so it's going to look completely different to what we're used to, but hopefully it's doing the job for him. Got a lot more money for it than I thought we would, but I'm not gonna complain when someone starts throwing money at us. Pretty silly if we did. Right, so off to the right there. There he is. Can we? Yeah, we can just see the silage wheels on the rear. They just look like big round drums with like spikes on them, sort of thing. Right, so we'll head down to the shop, as I said. We might go back and do 34 on the way in, and then we'll do 38, and then we've just got 3 more fields to go after that. So we're going to have a decent amount of money at the end of today. Oh, there he is. His tractor's still sitting out the front, so we know we can get some more stuff delivered if we need to. Oh, wrong one. Let's go to the actual shop. No, we want big bags of fertilizer. We want 2 of those guys, which is expensive, but that'll be enough for us to finish off all these jobs, I think. So we've got 11, 19 and 1 as well. One's probably, yeah, one's definitely the biggest field. So field 1, 11 and 19, so the 3 bigger fields are the last 3. Only 350 litres left in that guy, so not much left anyway. Oh, let's not damage our new tractor or break his stone fence. Certainly you can feel the weight on it. We need some weight on the front end, I think. Don't know what we hit then. Something on the road. It could have been a dog or a cat or something. I don't know. I didn't see it. Right, so we'll head back past the BGA. Head back up to 34 and 38. It's definitely weighing us down. It's quite heavy with this little tractor. Hopping like little wheelies everywhere. There's those silage wheels. You can just see them again. So 34, we should get that done in like nearly 2 passes. Should be pretty straightforward. Oh, this tractor certainly doesn't like this added weight on the rear end. Certainly going to have to look at that for when we get our own little workshop and stuff and actually work on our tractors and add weights, take weights off and all that sort of stuff. Certainly need to look at potentially buying some weights, but having the weights available if we want to throw them on the front, be able to put them on, take them off as we need them. I'd say we're not going to get it done in 2 passes. I think the field is bigger than I can remember. Won't be much off what I was thinking. Yeah, we should just go straight down and then sort of back up the middle again. Certainly wish the map, you could actually change the map and actually zoom in a little bit on the map down the bottom left hand corner. That would be a lot easier for us. Alright, we'll go through to about here, start spraying again. Wait for our notification. There we go. Contract 34 is done. We go back and finish field 38. Then 11 and 19. Where's 11? 19's over there. 11's all the way up the left. We could probably go. Can we get to 11? I don't think we can get to 11 from here. Without going back like past the PGA sort of thing. Alright, let's wait in the front. Tractor doesn't like it. We'll spread this way a little bit and we'll turn around and head back the other way and hopefully get it all covered. Just going to keep the sprayers on, or the spreader on. There we go. Head sort of towards that tree straight ahead there and we should get it finished any second. Boom, there we go. Other two contracts done. So 34, 38. Right, field 11, field 19 and field 1. Probably head down. Let's go to field 11 first, because then at least I can stop back through at the shop. To temperature, still 3 degrees. Go to field 11. That way we can head back to the shop and fill up with the rest of our fertilizer after we do that field. We should get below, is it 1300 litres? What time we finish field 11? Alright, head down through this guy's farm. Field 11 is the one over this field on our right hand side just here. Field 12 is a big grass field. I certainly think I want to go with pigs and that sort of stuff. From what I've been told, the pig reproduction rate is a lot better than the cow reproduction rate here in Somerset, so you should be able to bring in a decent amount of money off those pigs. Once they obviously are born, we raise them up, we make them nice and healthy, and obviously we should be able to bring in a decent income every year. We just need to work out how many we're gonna start with and how often we're going to sell them. Are we going to sell them when they're 1 year of age or I don't know, 2 years of age? We sort of just need to keep an eye on the value of them, I guess, and work out when the best time to sell them is going to be. What age, what weight. I guess to make sure they're healthy, that's the main thing. There's no point in trying to raise pigs if we can't keep them healthy and stuff like that, so I need to get a screenshot. You can't really see the fertilizer though. Take that one there just in case. I usually try and use the player action camera to get a decent screenshot, but because we can't use hired workers, we usually just throw a hired worker in the tractor for a couple of seconds while I take a good screenshot, but makes it hard with us not being allowed to use hired workers, of course. Right, where are we? About here, and I want to head towards that tree, I think. Maybe a little bit to the right of that tree. Oh, it's still... well, I can see a little bit better when I go like this, but it's still not easy to see. think later part of the day is usually a little bit easier. How's that? That's pretty good. I can sort of see it. Sort of just see a little bit darker dirt, and that's all you can really tell. Should throw fertilizer down, but missing little bits. I'm not too worried. We should still get the contract done pretty easily anyway. I head this way. Yep. Do this run, another run back down, and that should be all we need to get this contract done. Then we can head to 19, and then we've got lucky field number 1, the last one. That's going to be 8 fertilizing jobs done before lunch, which is going to be great. Getting out, helping out our fellow farmers, and raking in the money. That's what we need to do. There we go. That's field 11 done. Field 19. Yeah, so field 1's nearly double the size of these fields. That's how big it is. We might fill this up. I might have a look at the shop as well and see how much the front weights are going to be for this thing. If we can get it cheap enough, we'll get him to throw it on while we're down here. He said he did have all the attachments in stock because this is a brand new tractor. This is something they always keep in stock at the store. It's a well-known tractor in the area. Brand new Z-Tour tractor. It's used quite a bit. Alright, just looking at the map there, that looks like it says this is the animal dealer down here as well. Or is that just my eyes playing tricks on me? I don't know. Alright, let's jump out. Go customize. Configuration. Hydraulic. No, okay, weights, there we go. Ooh, that is quite expensive. 2100. The front weight. I think we're gonna have to do it though because this tractor's not liking all that weight in that rear end. We'll see how it goes. Now we've got it, we can take it off and put it back on whenever we need it. But obviously we're going to have to come back to the shop and get the young fella down here to work his magic. Try not to, even that still, I don't know if that's going to be enough. Still lifting up a little bit in the front end, but not quite as bad, so it's certainly going to help a little bit. Right, now field 19. Pretty sure we get to it a bit further up the road here, then field 1 we're going to have to come back to, it's down here, but I might get field 1 done off camera because we're just about half an hour through this recording already. See, the ground temp's still 3 degrees, maybe after lunch if the temperature rises a little bit we might be able to actually get our field seeded, fingers crossed. Right, so head along the field this way. What are we sitting at? Let's go 250 degrees this way. And we'll have a look at the map and see. Probably need to be sitting at about 252 and a half, I would say, because we're missing even 255. Missing a little bit. So I'm not too worried about it. As long as we get the majority of the field, we'll still get paid for the full contract. This is really grown. Really grown. This is going to be big harvest when the time comes that this needs to be harvested, whether we take on the job or they do it themselves or they hire someone else. I know there's a lot of farmers in the area that are retired or semi-retired, and they still own the land, and they just hire people to, you know, plough, cultivate, seed, harvest, and then they still reap benefits from the land itself. Obviously not the full amount, but they still bring in a decent amount of money for them in their, you know, retirement or semi-retirement. Right, I cannot see any part of where we'd sprayed. I really can't. 255, we're still overlapping too much. So we're running at 250, weren't we? No, it doesn't matter. As long as we're close enough to it, and that's all that's going to matter, I guess. Right, let's head back down this way, just in a little bit. So I hate pressing escape going in and out, in and out. It's probably annoying for you guys. I want to be able to see it in that bottom left hand corner of that map. You should be able to see this and zoom right in like we have here, so we can actually see what we're doing. Make it so much easier. I'll run back through at 250. They'll probably move over a little bit. How's that? A little bit better. We'll swing around and head back the other way. Hopefully, we should just about be finished. Shouldn't be far off. At least we know these fields are going to cover what we've spent on seeds, fertilizer I should say, and this field here is going to more than cover one fertilizer bag and also our weight on the front. So it's not a bad sort of gig doing a little bit of fertilizing jobs. They're pretty quick and they're pretty easy. So rightio guys, I'll get this field one done off camera so you guys don't have to stick here and watch another fertilizing field again. But if you guys enjoyed this episode, as always, smash that like button, leave a comment, let me know what you think of us going and doing pigs. That's always been the plan, but you guys let me know what you think. Let me know what age we should sell them and all that sort of stuff. If you guys know, let me know. If you guys are new to the channel and haven't subscribed yet, guys, please do so. It's been Britto, thanks for watching. See you again soon.